Hey Rikard, and welcome to JavaScript News Recap for this April. To start off with, something that I missed last month. It actually came out in the end of March, but I recorded that episode a few days early, so I missed it. I'm taking it in April. And that is that React released 16.3. And the most interesting in that release is that they are preparing for React 17, where they are deprecating 3 lifecycles functions. Component will update, component will receive props, and component will mount. This will eventually be replaced with get derived state from props and get snapshot before update, which you can already use in React 16.3. But you don't have to care about that until React 17 actually. This is just to prepare you and prepare the changes before React 17. But what will be interesting with this is all the NPM packages and libraries people are using that rarely get updated. So it will be interesting to see how the community solves this, probably with a lot of branches and forks from current packages. But Vue.js haven't been on the lazy side. They released something called VuePress, which I haven't really tried myself because I'm more of a React guy, but it's essentially something that you can create static HTML pages from with using Vue. Their own word is Vue-powered static site generator. It looks really promising if you like Vue and you just want to create a static website. Something else I'm really excited about is Visual Studio Live Share, which have released in early access. It's not really that hard to get access to, and one of my colleagues managed to do that and shared it with me, and we tried it out just for a few minutes, but we got the feeling of it, and it's really cool because instead of sharing the whole screen, you just share your Visual Studio Code project, and the other person can click around, change files, etc., or you can just make sure that you follow the other person when he clicks around, and it can be quite revolutionary for remote work and helping each other remote actually. And I'm really excited for when it actually comes out for everyone. Github have also released Github Learning Lab, where it's actually a bot guiding you through forking, pushing, pulling, cloning a project, which is really cool if you want to get more into Git or learn Git or become better at Git. Myself, I'm not really that good. I mean, I use commit and push daily, but that's about it. If I have a bigger problem, I have to call one of my colleagues that are much better on Git than I am. I mean, I only have basic knowledge about it, so I should actually go through the whole tutorial and not only click around for a few minutes like I usually do. And something that I didn't know until iMac Pro wrote a Reddit post about it, because he apparently released an app on Play Store which contained the name JavaScript. And the name JavaScript, which I still didn't know, is owned by Oracle. They have a copyright or whatever on it, which made sure that they could send him a cease and desist for using the word JavaScript in the name of his app. They have apparently been owning this word for years, and this is the reason why ECMAScript is called ECMAScript and not JavaScript. So the community thinks we should change names, and there are a lot of great suggestions in the comments of the Reddit post, which I linked in the description. But the most serious one, which I think is a really good idea, is actually JS, just a J and an S. Change it to that because everybody's already using that and everybody knows what it means. So let's Oracle have their JavaScript and let's call it JS. And something which, like everything else, makes me super excited is that Martin Fowler is releasing a second edition of Refactoring, a book that I haven't read, but I will read as soon as I read Clean Code, which I haven't started reading yet, but I will. It's on my list, I promise you. But so it made me really happy that Martin Fowler came out and said that all the examples and all the code in the second edition of Refactoring will be in JavaScript and not like the first edition in Java, because he thought that, well, it's JavaScript matured enough and it's a language a lot of people know nowadays, and things changed. So he's actually doing in JavaScript, which I think will be awesome. So I'm waiting for the second edition, which, if I can remember correctly, will come out this year. And I'm definitely going to buy myself a copy. And this month's article is a short one written by Henry Xu. And he writes about when he became a maintainer of Babel and how he felt. He wasn't ready for it, and he had imposter syndrome, and it's a good article to read to remind you that once in a while everybody have this feeling that this is something I can't do, I'm not ready for this, I'm not good enough for this, but the only thing we can do is actually try and learn and improve and become better. So I really recommend reading that. Will just take you a couple of minutes. And what I want to finish this news recap with is that this week lingonsaft, this YouTube channel, my company I have with Richard, are releasing a Kickstarter in the coming days, so have a look out for that. We will of course announce it on Twitter and YouTube and everywhere else, and the easiest way to get notified by this is of course subscribing to this channel and following us on Twitter. And that's it. Thanks for watching.